In the year 2000, a small, struggling startup walked into the headquarters of Blockbuster, the undisputed king of home entertainment with over 9,000 stores worldwide. The startup offered to sell themselves for just $50 million. The CEO of Blockbuster literally laughed them out of the room, calling their business model a joke. That startup was Netflix. Today, Blockbuster is completely bankrupt, leaving only one single store alive on Earth, while Netflix is worth over $250 billion. This is the story of the greatest mistake in business history. To understand how this disaster happened, you have to understand how powerful Blockbuster actually was. In the 1990s, Friday night meant Blockbuster night. They controlled what movies you watched, how much you paid, and they had a secret weapon that made them filthy rich: late fees. In fact, Blockbuster made nearly 16% of its total revenue just by charging people who returned movies late. It was a billion-dollar trap. But one day, a man named Reed Hastings got furious. He was forced to pay a $40 late fee for returning an old VHS tape past the deadline. Instead of just complaining, he decided to build a company where there were zero late fees. You pay a monthly subscription, and movies come straight to your mailbox. He named it Netflix, but running it was expensive. By the year 2000, Netflix was losing money. Desperate, Hastings flew to Dallas to meet Blockbuster's CEO, John Antioco. Hastings proposed a partnership. Netflix would run Blockbuster's online brand, and Blockbuster would promote Netflix in their physical stores. Total cost? $50 million. But Antioco was blinded by his own massive success. He couldn't imagine a world where people wouldn't drive to a store to rent a movie. He refused the offer. He chose late fees over the future. It took only a few years for the internet to get faster, and for Blockbuster's worst nightmare to come true. In 2007, Netflix launched streaming. No waiting, no mailboxes, no driving, and absolutely no late fees. Suddenly, walking to a physical store felt like living in the Stone Age. Blockbuster tried to launch their own online service, but it was too late. They were buried under massive debt from their thousands of empty stores. In 2010, just 10 years after laughing at Netflix, Blockbuster filed for bankruptcy. The giant had fallen. Today, the last Blockbuster exists only as a nostalgic tourist spot in Oregon, a living reminder of what happens when a business chooses short-term profits over long-term innovation. Blockbuster didn't die because Netflix was better. It died because it refused to change. If you enjoyed this deep dive, hit that subscribe button for more untold business chronicles.